What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yala Poppy from simphunter.com. And in this video, I am going to talk to you about how to be a ruthless OnlyFans chatter who makes bank. So this video maybe is not for the agency owners. Maybe you want to show this video to your chatter or your chatting team or something. I have a very long, very thorough article on my blog about how to be a top 1% chatter. You should have them read it. If they know how to read, they should honestly read that. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips, 5 commandments, 5 lessons on how to be a ruthless OnlyFans chatter. Maybe not everybody's going to agree with this, but think of this as like a crash course in being a good chatter. I'm sure some people who are like top level chatters will watch this and be like, oh my God, I can't believe he said to do that. The point is that this will get a bad chatter from bad to good. And that's really what we need. I mean, there's so many bad chatters out there. I hope you're not a bad chatter, but if you are, you should watch this video and change immediately, because I promise you, you're driving your boss crazy and he'll probably fire you as soon as he finds somebody better. Without further ado, step 1 on how to be a good chatter. Send a personalized message to each new fan. It drives me crazy how hard it is to get chatters to do this. It's like the guy subs, his name is Billy Bob. You send him a message. Hey, Billy Bob, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. How's your day? I'm not sure what it is. Is it just like chatters are lazy? They don't care. Like they just want to spam some mass message and hope somebody buys something. That's not how you do it. The reason you need to send a personalized message to every new fan is because the way to make big money through chatting is to find and cultivate a whale. It is not to spam out, hey baby, want to buy my video? Hey baby, I'm very, excited right now. Do you want to see unlock for $10, unlock for $50? That's not how it works. You need to cultivate a relationship with a big spender, and you are not going to do that unless you know their name. You got to know their name, right? Or you have to address them by their name. So that's the first thing. Send a personalized message. Now, what I like to do, what I like to tell my chatters, the ones who listen, look at their username and say, hello, username, and then say something about their username. It doesn't have to be smart. It doesn't have to be clever. It just has to be about their username. Hey, Steve, are you Steve Jobs? Hey, John, are you the John from the Bible? I love the Bible. I don't know, whatever, anything. It doesn't matter. Any personalized message. So they read it and they're like, oh, this is actually her. It's not some spam message from another chatter. This is actually the girl. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking to a real girl right now. That's number 1. Number 2, once you have done that, okay, spend 20 messages qualifying fans before you ever talk about selling content. Now, the number 20, that's not an exact number. I'm not saying it has to be 20 exactly. I'm not saying it can't be less than that. But the point is that you want to qualify a fan. And what does that mean? Qualify a fan means you want to ask them questions about themselves so you can get information about them, so you can kind of judge and see like if it's worth it for you to spend a lot of time on them. For example, you send your personalized message, they respond, and you send another message that says, okay, wow, John, really nice to meet you. By the way, how old are you? If John is 18 years old, do you think, all things being equal, he will have more money and more spending power than somebody else who is 50 years old, right? If he's 18 versus if he's 50, you need to talk to them differently, right? The guy who's 18 wants something different than the guy who's 50. Yeah, okay, they're both there, to connect with a woman. But the way that you connect with them is going to be different based on how old they are. So it's very important to know how old they are. Now, you don't have to qualify them on their age. I personally think it's a good idea to qualify on age because it gives you a very easy way to continue the conversation. For example, Oh, you're 18. That's so nice. I hate these older guys. They're so creepy. Oh, you're 50 years old. I hate these young guys. They are just too horny and broke or something. And then you start talking about that. Oh yeah, well I'm a very mature man. I'm whatever. I don't know. What would a 50-year-old guy say? It's not that far off from me, honestly. Oh yeah, those young guys. I remember when I was that age, I was dumb as shit. That's probably what I would say. No offense to any 18-year-olds. So after you have had that exchange, you have qualified them on one thing. You qualify them on another thing. Oh, that's so cool. Let's say they're in their 20s. Oh, you're probably, you're a construction worker, aren't you? I'm getting construction worker vibes from you. Me? No, I'm not a construction worker. I'm actually a blank. Okay, what I just did there, people have an addiction to correcting others. Correcting people is a addiction that you would be very well advised to cure yourself from, because somebody who is smart, a smart communicator, will elicit information from you by giving you, like, assuming something wrong that they know is wrong. And then you'll be like, oh, no, well, actually, whatever. So, for example, I mean, is the guy really a construction worker? We don't care. But if his name is John, or his name is like Big Johnny or something, guess, what does he do for work? If his name is Big Johnny, do you think he's a doctor? Probably not. Right? He's probably like, I don't know. I don't think there's any doctors out there calling themselves Big Johnny. So anyway, the point is you can assume something about them that may or may not be true. And then they will provide the information to you that you want because they are addicted to correcting people, which everybody is, not just fans. Oh, Big Johnny, I'm guessing you're probably a construction worker, right? I'm getting construction worker vibes from you. Me? No, I'm actually a dentist. Oh, really? You're a dentist? Do I get a discount on Invisalign? Ha ha ha. Oh, maybe if you come into my dentist's office, I'll have to examine you. Ooh, examine me? That sounds kind of fun, right? You see how this is going? You have to actually have these conversations with people. But the point is that you qualify them on certain things. You qualify them on characteristics about themselves. You get them to answer questions about themselves. You get them to reveal information about themselves. Why? Not just so you can determine if they have any money, not just so you can determine if you should spend time talking to them, but because you need a plausible reason why you, the girl, the chatter, likes this person. You can't just say, oh, I really you know nothing about them. You don't know their name. You don't know what they do. You don't know how old they are. You don't know where they're from. And you can't just be like, oh, I really like you. Because it's bullshit, because you don't know anything about them. You have to actually get this information from them, and then you make up some reason about why you like that. Oh, Johnny, let's say Johnny is a, let's say construction worker. Oh, you're a construction worker? One time I dated a construction worker. He had the most manly hands I've ever seen. I love construction worker hands. Whatever, something, it doesn't matter. And then he's like, oh my God, she actually likes this thing about me. Wow. And they're emotionally stimulated. Okay, so the point is that what you want to do is you want to get them, qualifying serves multiple purposes. Number one, it is going to get you information about your fan that will tell you how to sell to them. That's number one. Number two, it'll reveal what kind of person they are and if you should invest any time in them. And number three, it'll allow you to provide a reason as to why you like them. And if you like them, if they think you like them, they will be more likely to spend money with you because they want to continue to build the emotional connection. Number three, what I would recommend, and this is not something you have to do, but you can send a free picture to a new fan, a free picture. Now, use your best judgment as to what this picture would be. I think it's perfectly okay to send in, a safe for work, let's say, picture in lingerie or underwear or something like that, hand bra maybe. You send a safe for work picture as a reward for some item that this person qualified themselves on, right? Oh, you're a construction worker, aren't you? Wow, I bet your hands are so manly. You know what? I don't normally do this, but I'm going to send you a free picture. Boom. You send the free picture, the hand bra. For example, I'm just making this shit up off the top of my head, right? I'm sure you have a picture of a girl with a hand bra you can send. Or if not, be like, yo, Jennifer, take 20 pictures of you holding your boobs. Just send them over really quick. Send him a message and you're like, oh, I just thought I would send. Well, actually, how is she going to take the picture if she's covering both her boobs with her hands? I don't know. Maybe like this or something, whatever. This is for you, Johnny, Big Johnny 69. I wish it was your hands covering me like this, your big manly hands. And then you've like rewarded him. You've given him a massive reward for providing information, right? You're basically what you've said is you've said, here is a hoop. I would like you to jump through this hoop. Okay. By providing information to me. The sub jumps through the hoop. He provides the information and then you give him a reward. You say, oh, good boy. Good boy. Here's a treat. So what are you doing? You are conditioning him to provide information, which in and of itself is not necessarily a good thing. But what it's going to do, it is going to deepen the emotional bond between the two of you. So once you have sent the free pic, and again, you don't have to do this. I know some people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you're sending something for free. How dare you? We need to preserve the brand of the model. I don't feel that way, honestly. And maybe if you're like a super ace killer chatter, like you don't need to do that. You've got ways of doing it without that. But this is an easy way to get them excited and to get them feeling like they need to reciprocate. So if you guys have read 48 Laws of Power by Robert Jordan, one of the laws in that book, which is an excellent book, by the way, if you haven't read it, is give a gift. Give somebody a gift. And when you give somebody a gift, they will naturally feel like they owe you something. So give them a gift. Number 4, you want to make your fans feel like they are special. So this is kind of the overarching principle of what I've been talking about this entire time. But more like, why do you want to make them feel special? So they buy content? No, that's not why. You want to make them feel special so you can get uninhibited communication from them. Think about it like this, okay? If you make somebody feel special, and really, I guess that's not the best way of putting it. That's not what I really mean. It's not making somebody feel special. It's validating somebody's existence, really, is what it is. If they care about you because you have value, and I'm saying you as if you're the girl. You're the hot girl. You have value. They care about you. You're their type, whatever. You have said that you like certain things about them. Like I'll tell you about myself, for example. One of the ways that a girl can get me to fall in love with her, I'm talking about real world girls, obviously not OnlyFans girls, is if I'm dating a girl and I feel like I'm teaching her something. Like I am like the older, wiser man, and I've shown her this for the first time, and I've taught her that for the first time, and I just get this, and I think it's a very masculine thing, to feel like you are kind of mentoring her, I guess. It appeals to me. I don't know. And when I feel like I have had that effect on a girl, I'm much more invested. And I just like, it's dangerous, honestly, but I get very emotionally invested and it's a problem, clearly. So yeah, I don't really know what this has to do with being a chatter, honestly, but you want to get the guys to invest. You want to get the guys to feel like something that they have said has had an effect on the girl that is going to change her life. So you're talking to her or you're talking to the fan and they say something about like, oh, well, actually, blah, blah, blah. And they give you some fact. You reference it later. You say, oh my God. See, okay. Anyway, the point is that all of this stuff requires you to not do the next thing, which I'm going to say, which I should have said in the fucking beginning. Stop trying to sell the content right away. Just stop, please. Just stop. What makes you think that's okay to do, to chat? What makes you think it's okay to do something like, hey, I'm lying in bed right now. You don't even know this person. You know nothing about them. You don't know their name. You don't know where they're from. You don't know how they're doing. You don't know what they did that day. You know nothing about them. And you just say, oh, I'm lying in bed. Do you want to see? Oh, I'm just got out of the shower. Do you want to see? Unlock, babe. I'm so angry. I hate it so much. I have so much trauma from people who do that kind of thing. And if you do that kind of thing, aren't you embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed that you are so bad at your job that you think that is like how to do a good job? If you've made any money doing that, I promise you it is pure luck. You are terrible at your job and you should probably quit and do something else, because that's embarrassing. Learn how to do your job properly. Don't go for the sale right away. Let me ask you a question. Let's say you go into a store. You go into a store to buy a shirt. You walk into the store and the salesperson comes up to you and says, "Hey, babe, look at this shirt. You want to buy this shirt? Buy this shirt right now, $20. That's all they say to you right away. "Hey, babe, you want to buy this shirt?" They don't ask you what you're looking for. They don't ask you what size they are. They don't ask you what brings you there today. They don't ask you where you're from. They don't ask you what size you are. Did I say that already? I don't know. You get what I'm saying. You need to learn information from these people. Even if you don't need to learn the information, like, let's be honest, you know what these people want. You know what they want. They want to buy some content, and really they want to feel an emotional connection with a hot girl. You know what they want. You don't need to ask them. But by asking them, by going through the motions of asking them, you are showing them that you care. It's like going on a date with a girl. Like, you don't really want to go on the date with a girl. You don't really care about anything about her necessarily, or like what she likes to do for fun, or some story she told you about what she did that day. You don't really care, but you go through the motions and you go and you do all that to give the appearance that you do care so that you can get what you want. It's the same thing. Anyway, this video devolved into a rant just because I can't train chatters anymore because I just lose my shit. Some are very good. Okay. So anyway, to recap, number 1, send a personalized message to each new fan. Number 2, spend around 20 messages qualifying fans before you ever talk about selling content. Number 3, send a free pic to each new fan to encourage reciprocity. Number 4, make your fans feel like they are special, or in other words, give your fans a reason to invest emotionally into you. And number 5, arguably the most important, stop trying to sell content right away. If you do these 5 things, I can't guarantee that you'll be an excellent chatter, but I believe your numbers will improve and you will eventually find a whale who will buy more in a month, that one person, than all the other people combined. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, be sure to click the like button, subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you in the next one.